Think on These Things, written by Sister Linda Sclero, narrated by Sister Shell Paul. When my daughters were in the 2nd and 5th grade, we relocated across the country from New Jersey to Arizona. At the time, our family pet was a hermit crab. Yes, my husband Googled the lowest maintenance pet, and the top search listed a hermit crab. Since we lived near the Jersey Shore, it was easy to obtain one. However, if you ever have owned one, you would know that they are nocturnal and really don't do many exciting things during the day when most kids are awake. In any case, it was our pet, so my daughter, Christina, lovingly carried it on her lap in a little cage on the airplane. Our hermit crab didn't do so well with the Arizona dry weather and only lived for about a month after we moved. Christina cried, and my older daughter, Kat, said, "Now we can get a dog." My clever daughters put together a persuasive PowerPoint presentation, which turned out to be very effective. I did a little research and found our little dog Stetson in a rescue shelter. We adopted him at 10 months old. We enjoyed many happy years with him. However, as I write this, a few days ago we said goodbye to Stetson after a brief illness. The grief I feel is like none other because my dog, Stetson, was a huge part of my routine and always by my side. With the virtual method of teaching, Stetson also became well known to my students, and some of them cried when I told him he was no longer with us. I joined a support group, and the counselor recommended journaling. So I stumbled upon this journal shown in the picture at the top of the article. I loved the design and how the attributes listed in Philippians chapter 4, verse 8 align with each breed. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things. Dogs, in particular, display truth and justice through loyalty, as well as unconditional love and protection so intuitively. Their uniqueness in their breeds is lovely and depicted in their coats, markings, eyes, etc. In the creation story, God is very explicit about the intent of animals. Genesis chapter 1, verses 24 and 25 explains during the creation, "And God said, Let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle and creeping thing, and beast of the earth after his kind. And it was so. And God made the beast of the earth after his kind, and the cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And God saw that it was good." My favorite part of these verses is when it says, "God saw that it was good." The imagery it portrays for me is like an artist who creates a painting, and after perfecting it, checks it and gives it a thumbs up. I wish all the traits in Philippians chapter 4, verse 8 came as easily to me. It gives me something to think about. When God created the world, He created everything we needed, including the living things. In my case, our dog, who allowed us to think on these things.